So what position is it you're hoping to apply for?
I quite like the design, the graduate post just out of uni. So I want to start and work my way up.
Graduate post.
Yeah.
What makes you suitable for this particular position?
Well, I'm very creative. I'm quite confident as well. I feel like I'm quite a good-natured person with a bit of a sense of humour. So I think I'd be, as well as my skills that I've got from university and life skills, obviously, I think I'd be good for this post in particular in this company.
So on your CV it says you studied interior design at university. So why did you choose this course?
Why did I choose interior design?
Yes.
Well, when I was in secondary school, I was, when you had to pick your options, well, we had to pick options anyway. I was thinking, what do I like doing? So I liked a little bit of maths, science, and art, and like business materials it was at the time. So I picked all those, and then my dad was asking me, like, what are you going to do with your life after this, after like school and stuff? And I was like, I don't really know. And then he said, well, why don't you try like architecture or interiors or something? I was like, oh, okay. So I looked into it and I thought, I really like this. And then as soon as I got here, I looked at a lot of other unis as well, but as soon as I got here, I felt so good. And during the first year, I was just sitting there once, it was in the lecture. I was like, really, this is exactly where I need to be. So I knew that's what I wanted, and that's why I chose it in the beginning.
What's your proudest achievement whilst studying at university?
I think it's learning about myself and how I go through the design process. Like, I know about myself now far better than I did before, and I do have a pattern on how I do it, and I know how to change that pattern in order to get a better result in the end.
I noticed you say in your CV that psychology and photography affect your design process. Could you give me an example of this in your work?
Well, when I make models and things, when I take photos of those, obviously that's where the photography comes in, and it helps me the photography element helps me figure out like compositions and things of different, through the lens obviously, but through in that's a really bad answer, I'm sorry, but when I think about stuff, I think about it through a lens sometimes, and obviously it's good for visualization, I think. But the psychology comes in where I like thinking how people think. Like, I like to know how people think and work it out. That's what really it was about. Yeah.
Do you have any relevant work experience in the area you're looking to go into?
I've done quite a few shadowing positions over the years. I did one at it's actually my dad's company, but I shadowed one of the head structural and mechanical engineers there, and went to meetings that involved interior designers and architects and the client. So I've sat in meetings and worked out what was happening, tried to follow obviously, and helped a bit, I hope. And then also I went to an architect's practice and stayed there for a couple of weeks. That was really good. They helped me make. They set me like a task saying you need to make your dream house a load ago. So I did all this, and it's the first time I'd really used foam board and stuff, and it was really exciting. I do get a bit overexcited about stuff like that, but yeah, it was really good.
Okay. Are there any other jobs you're applying or you may think of applying for if you don't get this post?
Well, anything else in this area, really, and I'm always open to photography jobs as well, so, but I'd like to stay in interior design.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hello, my name's Claire Payne.
Hi, nice to meet you today. You studied design management. What made you choose the course?
Design management. I was interested in management positions, and I also like design. So it just made sense that I went for the two, because then I can go do half design and half written work.
Okay. What are your strengths?
My strengths. I'm a pretty quick thinker. If I do something, I'm pretty committed to it. I stick at it. Just sort of, yeah.
And your weaknesses?
I tend to take on too much and put myself under a lot of pressure. But more recently, I've been learning that I can't take on too much and I have to focus on things more than others. So I don't get too stressed out when they all sort of come together. So if I just split them off into sections and or write them down on a piece of paper.
What's been your biggest achievement this year? Or on the course?
My biggest achievement on the course?
Yeah.
I think the thing that I've achieved the most is on my CAD, which is not so relevant to design management, but I didn't really know anything to do with computer design or Photoshop before, so anything that I've done on my course using Vectorworks or Cinema 4D has benefited me. I just didn't know anything about it, so it's something extra.
How do you feel about going into industry?
Pretty confident, only because I've got so much work experience, not in uni. A little bit apprehensive that someone wouldn't want me or that maybe I wouldn't be good enough for a job. But I think that's most graduates are like that coming out of uni, so I think that's just a more confident issue.
What type of job would you like? I know with design management there's various aspects. Which aspect would you like to be involved in and what do you have to offer?
I really enjoyed the marketing side, so I'm looking to go into marketing post. I work with horses a lot and have done for pretty much the whole of my life, so a marketing job that ties in with the equestrian industry would be ideal for me to keep me interested and passionate about the two things, so it just makes sense.
And what would you have to offer if you get the marketing job position?
I've got a bit of experience in the marketing industry. I worked for a company as a marketing assistant, so I know how the general office works and what tasks are involved. Work out of university, I've done lots of market research and reports through my degree, so I'm aware how to do correct market research. Also, my design work is all based around my research, so any marketing work I didn't have any research into it.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. Hopefully, either self-employed with my own company or working for a company in marketing. I want to do a lot of travelling to start with, and it will be based around what job I want to do. Sort of travelling to China to meet some clients and some other companies, get some contacts before I start out on my own.
What motivates you?
Money. Money's my big motivation. I like to keep active as well. I'm not one of those people that can sit down and twiddle the thumbs or play on the PlayStation all day. I have to be doing something. I have to have something to do all the time, that I'm heavily involved in something. So that
Do you have any particular say, designer, anyone that inspires you?
No one in particular that inspires me. I pick up things from around me, sort of I can walk down a corridor or something and I'll pick up certain things, and that things will inspire me, but not a particular designer. Such.
Hi, I'm Grace. Hi, nice to meet you. I'll be interviewing you today. Okay. Interior design is quite diverse and complex. So how would you describe yourself as being a good designer?
I'd say that